So it turns out that many startups and many companies are storing their passwords in a really, really terrible way. And so Marty Weiner, who's level 18 Cloud Ninja and the official mascot of Pinterest, will be talking to us about password and password protections. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Marty.
How do I make this? How's it going? This is my impassioned plea to all of you who are making the next big thing to please store your passwords correctly, and I'll try to scare you a little bit here. So spam is becoming a more lucrative environment. It's getting worse all the time. And one way spammers are effective is either by creating fake accounts or stealing them from you and then using them on all of us, or using them on you too. So to do that, they have to get the password somehow, and one of the best ways is to hack your database and get all of your passwords and then start to try to decode them, however you stored them. And that's been so effective that in the last couple of years, there's been massive leaks happening because it's worth a lot of money. Adobe leaked 130 million. LinkedIn leaked 6.5 million, eHarmony 1.5, Snapchat 4.6, Gawker 1.2, Yahoo Voices 0.5, Last.fm 2.5, and Forbes 1 million. And that's when I ran out of room on the slide. And that's all in the last couple of years. And then they turn around and they use these to hack us all. In February of 2014, it became apparent that there were 360 million passwords sitting out there in plain text that hackers had gained and decompiled and everything, ready to use. It actually turned out that that number went up to 540 million. And then they used them on everybody. They used this on Pinterest and Facebook and Twitter and many startups and lots of dating sites and everything. So the problem, what's the problem? Well, the problem is passwords suck. They're the best gift we've ever given to hijackers. Best thing ever. For two reasons. One is human nature. One of the big problems is that the way people treat passwords is they're a nuisance. They usually use simple passwords, and then, even worse, they use the same password on multiple sites. You know, be honest with yourself. How many passwords do you have? Is it 3? Is it your simple and your medium? 2? Okay, and maybe your advanced one for your bank. Now, how many sites do you sign up for? And divide that out, and that's how many times you share that same password. Second problem is that sites do get hacked, and the really bad thing is when they get hacked and they don't store the passwords properly, then that leaks out. That's worth it to these hijackers. When they actually do store their passwords properly, the hijackers look and they're like, ah, crap, I can't do anything with this. They actually leave them alone sometimes. So how about, let's talk solutions. Solution 1, blame the users. Don't blame the users. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your PR. You might do a couple things with the users, like you may enforce that they use better passwords, but that is something you'll have to fight with your growth team, because anytime it's hard to register, you start losing people. So don't blame your users. Let's find a better solution. Second solution, get rid of passwords. Don't allow your users to screw it up in the first place. This is actually a growing trend. There's Twofer, which is a startup, and there's a few others. And the idea is to make your cell phone your root of trust. So now you don't even have passwords, and it's harder for someone sitting in an Eastern European nation to grab all of your cell phones. So this is a growing one, but passwords are still a problem, so I want to talk about that more. So third solution, store your passwords correctly. There are so many sites that don't store their password correctly. It blows my mind, but it turns out people just don't learn about this stuff anywhere, so I'm trying to fix that. So one way people store their passwords is in plain text. If you're doing this, can you come by and meet me after class? I'm going to talk to you a little bit. Yahoo Voices, which is a product Yahoo bought, was doing this, and this happened the last couple of years. This is probably the most common way people store their passwords, called a one-way cryptographical hash. This is like MD5 and SHA. The idea is you take the user's password and you transform it into this gibberish that cannot be reversed in theory. The problem is with this approach is it was never meant for passwords. If you have the password 123456 and I have the password 123456, our database entries are the same. Okay, so let's do something. Let's make this thing called a rainbow table. If you don't know about rainbow tables, look them up, but let me tell you what I can do with this magic thing. I can make a rainbow table for all passwords, 9 alphanumerics and less. It fits in 864 gigs, and then I can decompose 8 million. I can reverse 8 million of your SHA passwords per second. How many users do you have? How many users does Facebook have? So anyway, if I get your database, I own it. Don't store in SHA-1 or MD5, please. So then people say, okay, I can fix your rainbow tag problem. I'm going to SHA your password plus a salt. A salt is a very big number, and it's different for every account. Okay, that gets rid of the global rainbow table, but there's another problem. SHA was never meant for passwords. SHA was meant for very fast error corrections and detection of corruption and other things, and so it's damn fast. Cryptographical hashes, by definition, are fast. So I can get your database, and I can start going after your celebrities, or I can brute force the hell out of your database, and it still works very effectively. It's not enough. So let's not use something that's fast. Let's use something that's slow, and this is the punchline. This is where you get things like Bcrypt and Scrypt and PBKDF2, which needs a new acronym. It's too hard to remember. Let's call it Bcrypt. Anyway, these are growing trends. The idea is that they add a salt, and they're slow to compute, and they also get slower over time. There's a computational unit that you can increase. So which one should you use? Bcrypt is the most common supported one. Scrypt and PBKDF2 are also growing in support. But if I were you right now, I think I'd just use Bcrypt. It's the easiest one and best supported, and not only that, it is the most hammered on. Everybody uses Bcrypt. Unless you're feeling feisty, then go use the other ones. I think PBKDF2 is definitely one of the most appealing ones right now. So it's easy. This is the number one thing I want to hammer home. 2 lines, and you can have your system on Bcrypt. To create a new password, do this one magic line. This is Python. That's the top line. Second line is how you see if the password matches. So second line, you take the plaintext password when they log in. You take their Bcrypt password from the database. You do magic, and it works. This line actually is slightly wrong, but that's roughly what it looks like. I modified the slides last night. Okay, so now you're already on SHA-1. Let me fix your problem overnight. You can actually fix your whole SHA-1 or MD5 or any other system you have overnight. Just Bcrypt the SHA password. It's that easy. Don't worry that you've got SHA in there for the rest of time. It doesn't matter. It's fast to compute already. Just Bcrypt the SHA password, and now everything is transformed. Don't backward. Every time someone logs in, you convert them to Bcrypt. Don't do it. Just convert it now. There's some subtleties in there, like if you use salt, but I actually explain it on my blog so you can get more details. But it's super easy. You can do this overnight. Go do it now. So send an email to yourself. This is the only time at any conference someone will tell you to pull out your cell phone. But pull out your cell phone right now. Do it, and send an email. Make sure, ask somebody, are we using Bcrypt? Do you know who it is in your company? Ask that person. If you need more info, contact me, Marty@Pinterest.com. I love helping out on this stuff because I deal with this stuff on a daily basis. And then I also have a blog that I was working on up to about an hour ago, but it does have a post on this. More work to go, but it has some more details, especially around what to do if you already have salting and you want to Bcrypt that. That's at marte.blogspot.com. So anyway, fix it this week. Spread the word. I've got stickers if you guys are interested. I'll have them in the back there. They basically say they're giant warning stickers. Don't use SHA. So bottom line is friends don't let friends use SHA passwords. Thank you.